Hello, welcome to Meeting of the Minds, a show where we bring famous people together, both living and dead, to discuss issues facing America today. Today we have Marilyn Monroe. Welcome, Marilyn. Woo! On the red carpet. Welcome, Marilyn. Marilyn, welcome. Hi. Hello, hello. You look darling today.
Thank you.
That hair is just ravishing. It's just
thanks. This lovely dress is by my favorite secret designer. Don't.
So Marilyn, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? I want to know everything.
Of course I can. Well, I was born on June 1st, 1926 in Los Angeles, California as Norma Jean Mortensen, not Marilyn Monroe. My mother's name was Gladys Baker, and my father, I wasn't really introduced to him, but one time I was shown a picture of him and I thought he was Clark Gables, so it was kind of a joke in our family. But my siblings were Jackie and Bernice Baker, and I never really got to know them either because it was from a marriage from Gladys, my mother, so I just acted like I didn't really have siblings. When Doc's job forced them to move to the East Coast, I was left with two options. I could either marry or I could go to an orphanage. And at 16 years old, I wasn't about to go to an orphanage and be like the only child there that goes to school, to a high school. So of course I chose to marry. And I married my 6-month-old boyfriend, James Doherty, on June 19th, 1942, and I was only 16, but he was 21, and it was kind of scandalous, but it was fun. I was first noticed by a photographer in an assembly line I was working at a radio plane munitions factory, and he suggested I enter the modeling business, so that's when I first took off on my career. And after this discovery of the modeling business, I decided to dye my hair blonde and cut it a little shorter and wear red lipstick all the time, and that was when I divorced Jimmy and I changed my name to Marilyn Monroe, and that started my fame. In my career I started in many films, and I was one of the few things that I was awarded for was I was nominated for 2 BFTK awards, and I won 2 Golden Globes in my lifetime, which was fantastic. Then during all this, I married the famous baseball player and the very stunning young man, Joe DiMaggio, on January 14th, 1954, and we were only married for just 9 months because he didn't really like my whole image and everything that I was going with during my career, so we got a divorce. But on June 29th, 1956, I married the playwright Arthur Miller, and we had a nice long marriage. But during that marriage, while I was filming and everything, I suffered from depression and drug overdose and a serious alcohol problem, which caused me to divorce him in 1961. But then I was lucky enough to sing Happy Birthday to Mr. President John F. Kennedy. Whew, my, he was something else. Him and his brother Robert, just very attractive men. But then on August 5th, 1962, I was found dead in my Los Angeles home at the age of just 36 from a drug overdose, and they confirmed it a suicide.
Wow, that's just an amazing story. You have lots of interesting things in your life going on. That Joe DiMaggio, man. Whew, I think just he is one fine young man. Alright, thank you for sharing that with us. Now, let me ask you what you feel is your most significant contribution you have made to American history.
That's a tough one, but I'd say my most significant contributions to American history would be my influence on the pop culture and how my style has been adapted into today's society, as you can tell.
What style?
Oh, you know, I just love seeing celebrities out here on the red carpet wearing white halter dresses like I always do, and red lipstick and the blonde curls. Just love seeing that. But not only has my fashion style been a part of my contribution, but all of the major motion pictures I've starred in, I believe, if I calculated right, I've starred in over 30 films during my lifetime.
I haven't even been in one.
It's just a lot of work these days.
I can imagine. I just have one more question for you, and that is, what do you think is the greatest threat facing America in the early 21st century, and how would you propose to correct it?
Well, I would say that the biggest threat is probably teenage girls and their self-body image, because they're trying to be, in the 21st century, they've been trying to be like the models that are size 0 and tall and stick thin models, but they should just embrace their figures and own it like I always tried to do with mine, and it's got me pretty far, I must say. And also, it's causing young girls to manipulate their bodies and not have a healthy lifestyle, which could affect their future careers, which, if you're looking for one like me, I mean, you're gonna need
to Marilyn.
You're gonna need to be healthy during it.
Thanks, Marilyn. Would you like to add anything else?
Well, as I usually say to the reporters like you, I'm selfish, impatient, and a little insecure, but I make mistakes. I'm out of control at times. I'm hard to handle. But if you can't handle me at my worst, then you sure as hell don't deserve me at my best. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Marilyn. Wow, everyone give a round of applause. Bye.